hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
Hey, this is Teresa Griffin. I am dishing the tea with Big Meat. Happy anniversary, darling. Do it grand. Continue to do it grand and grander. You're turning 15 years old, aren't you? I love it. And that is dishing the tea.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, Allison Williams, and I just want to wish a happy 15th year anniversary to Big Meat. Keep on doing the darn thing. Keep on dishing the tea. Peace.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. This is Sweet LD of Oaktown 357, and I am dishing tea with Big Meat. Listen. You better get you a sip.
And hello. Hello. Hey, what's going on to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, my tea leaf readers, my tea baggers, and my tea biscuits, honey. What's your tea? What is your tea, my darlings? It's another glorious day, children, honey. I know you got all of your crumpets together because why? You know what it is. It's time to dish tea, honey. And you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat. What's happening, honey? Listen, I'm on location. I'm on location at the moment, honey. I am not at my usual place, honey, where I do all this and carry it on. So, honey, I'm a little late because we're trying to get things together. I had to set this up and set that up and get this and get that, and thought I had my mouse. I don't have my mouse. I had to find a mouse and this, that, and the other. The computer dirty and things. I'm sitting up here trying to clean it off and don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to tear it up. But nonetheless, it is what it appears to be, right? So, having said all that, my darlings, honey, listen, it has just been a glorious time, okay? And what I'm going to say right up front and right now is that the couple of credit cards that I have, honey, I've been struggling trying to pay those girls off or whatever, at least get them to a zero balance so that I can have them for later, right? And have some wiggle room to move in, because how we do when we get into debt, honey. We start off one way thinking that we're going to pay this off and this, that, and the other. And one card that I have, I went into it the wrong way. I'm sitting here saying, okay, I can use this card. I can do this and do this and do this. I was trying to pay everything off. But what I did not count on was that it was going to always leave me $1,000 in the hole because I jumped the gun, okay? So I have always been trying to pay catch up and would pay it, but never had a zero balance because I was still $1,000 in the hole. And that has just been worrying me. And then, of course, because it has a balance, I have been paying the interest and the late fees. What is it? I did a cash advance. Anytime you take a cash advance or whatever, or the way how I was paying something, they charted it as a cash advance, right? So now, because I'm still at a zero balance, do you know they are still trying to charge me like the interest on that? I'm like, bitch, I paid that off a long time ago. They said, no, you're not at a zero balance. So they still charge me interest on something that happened almost a year ago. So, and that's because I've been carrying this damn balance. But I am here today to say thank God that something came through to where I can get that paid off. And then hold that card for later, not max it out. Just hold it for when I got to do a little dit. Okay, so that I can have something there. So I have just been, in awe of that today. And my sister Flame Monroe is in town. I don't know if she did a commercial for her show, but she's here in town. And she's going to be at the comedy. No, I'm sorry, it's Uptown Comedy Store, and I'm going to go catch the show on tomorrow night. So I've been trying to get back to doing Saturdays with you guys, but Saturdays have just been one of those days to where I get out and about, and it's like I'm out. So for tomorrow, we're going to be over there at Uptown Comedy with my sister, Miss Flame Monroe. I told her I'm coming to the 9:30 show. So listen, for those of you who are here in Atlanta or in College Park, I would love to go with. I think it's like $35. Wait a minute, let me look it up. Hold on, I'm going to go to Uptown Comedy, honey. I'm going to tell y'all what this is. Oh, I don't need that. I could go here because I'm just going to do a Google thing. Uptown Comedy is over there in Hateville. Okay, so that's where we are going. Our sister city over there, honey. Okay. Uptown Comedy Corner. Okay, the Comedy Corner. Okay. So, tickets, let's see. Tickets. Hold on, give me a minute. I got to wait for it to pull up. And all of it, we are going, what is that? Oh, tell me not going to do all that. No. Okay. They got a late night thing. It's starting at 12:15. Honey, I'm not going to stay no. I'm going to go see my sister. And let's see. Tickets are, what did I see? I want the 9:30. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get a child. They let me have it slightly, honey. The thing don't want to fucking move. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. They're talking about from $30 to $450. So we gonna see. Hold on. Okay. Oh, that's if you buy a table. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Let's see, if you want a VIP booze for 4, back of the road with a bottle, that's $250. Okay, let's see, plus a $13.56 fee and $23.06 sales tax. That's interesting. What is that? What's sold out? Premium seating, the $35 tickets. Okay, so if y'all want premium seating, the $35. The VIP booth on the left with the bottle priority service. That's what's $450. Okay. VIP front row or side of stage and early entry. That's $40 a ticket. So roughly say $50 because if you buy it on Eventbrite, then you got to pay all these goddamn fees and shits and shits and shits. Okay. So be that as it may. So about $50 a ticket. Okay. So you got either $40 or $50 for a ticket. All right. To come on down and see Miss Flame Monroe. Okay. So I'm going to go see her. I'm hoping that we get a number of children to come on out with me and come have a good time with my sister, honey. Because if y'all never seen her, honey, she's funny as all get out. Do you understand me? That girl is funny. Yes, God, today. And we're going to go have a good time. So that's going to be tomorrow. And I'm going to, hopefully I get to, I'm not going to record the show because that's unfair. Okay. That'll be her work and carrying on. I may record an intro here and there, but we're not going to record her work. Okay. So you need to come and get a ticket and come on down and see us. Okay. In the meantime, and in between time, honey, I'm getting ready. We're closer and closer to the launch date. I'm still learning how to schedule this doggone stuff in the music and stuff. So be ready because I'm not ready to do this thing. I know Groove, honey, E-Groove was ready for y'all to hear her mixes and carrying on. Well, to hear her show and to get it up and running and all that, and et cetera, et cetera. So, having said that, oh, excuse me. Let's get into today's show because we got a number of things to cover, and I want to make sure I get up out of here in a feasible time because, as you see, I am on location. Oh. This cran grape is good. It is really, really good. Okay. So now I'm going to start here. Let's kind of start light. As you saw, I put in the in the write-up here about branding. Okay. And I just become so inspired by this young lady because I watched how she moved, okay? Prior to her taking off when she was, here on internet and doing her thing and just being herself and talking the way she talks and carrying on, an inspiring actress and all of that. I just admire her tenacity, and then I am inspired by her. Because she's going into areas that I'm dreaming to walk on. And look at this from Tabitha Brown.
Hello there. So, y'all all right? The moment we've all been waiting for. The air fryer this Sunday begins rolling out at Target. It ain't just the air fryer, though. I know y'all have seen it and y'all was like, Tab, you got an air fryer coming? Dude. Let me show you what else I got coming. I also got a blender. See the blender? I'll show you the size. It looked like, girl, slide over so we can show the people. like that. Not real big, not real small. Just a perfect size. Let me show you what else. Also got a mini food chopper, honey. Process all your little veggies and things. Let me show you one more thing. Yeah. We got saute pans, okay? See them? Like that. Look at Tab name on the back. Now, the one thing I want y'all to pay close attention to with these. First of all, ain't the colors pretty? Got the little teal blue situation going on, but each handle is shaped like an Afro pig. So y'all know Donna helped me do this. Y'all get into it. As my collection grows at Target, you'll see a lot of little nods to Donna, like Afro pigs and things. I want to see if you catch them all, but I'm giving you a clue right here. This is how my pots and pans handles are. That's an Afro pig for Donna. So yeah, and one last thing to remind you of. The wine starts this Sunday as well. I got little wine glasses coming soon too. Dude, okay? Very good. I got a little hello there. Little red blend in. Love y'all. Moscato. Yeah. I see y'all at Target, all right? Until then, y'all go about y'all business. Had the most amazing day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's here. July 21st, Sunday, the rollout begins. You did that, Tab. You did it, girl. You done did it.
I'm like, wow. Okay. I'm so inspired by her. Okay. I look to have my own product line and carry it on. Y'all know I do my own oils with sensuality and carrying on, right? But the idea of creating something, okay, I have a clothing line in my head for big guys that I want to get going and carrying on. A one-stop shop kind of place, for big men's fashions. And I just have a couple of things in my head, and to see Tabitha do her thing, and it's branding and with Target, partnering with Target, and letting her that be her exclusive store. Isn't that just that way? I thought about now. Here's something to consider, because I remember. Y'all remember when Shaq came out with his shoe, and he had put it in Payless? And I know a lot of people were upset about that, because they were like, they wouldn't buy the shoe because they were like, oh, it cheapened the brand and this, that, and the other. It doesn't say class and this, that, and the other. But Shaq's idea was, instead of paying $150 for one pair of shoes, you could take that same $150 and buy 5 pair of shoes, and I know he's looking like hell. The people will come and support my shoe because it's at an affordable price. So let me ask you guys something. Let me come up a little closer. Ooh, wait a minute. Y'all know, okay, I'm on location, so child, I'm not at home. I can't be like I want to be. Let me ask you something. When it comes down to respecting brands and carrying on, do you guys feel that a brand cheapens itself because you may see it at the Dollar Tree, or you may see it somewhere that you feel is inexpensive and it shouldn't be there? Or are you the flip side of that? And it's like, oh my God, it's here, and I'm able to do X, Y, and Z, and it's at my favorite store, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I remember before the Dollar Tree started hiking up their prices and carrying on, and basically about to merge Family Dollar and Dollar Tree into one store. They need to just go ahead on and say that. When it was just the Dollar Store, folks will sit down there. And I remember this girl, she looked at me, and she did not know which brand to buy. It was dishwashing liquid. And I think like Palmolive was there and some off brand, right? And she's like, oh, which one? I said, girl, get the name brand, honey. If the name brand is in the dollar store too, you go shop the name brand anyway. Get the name brand, right? And somebody behind me had co-signed me. I know that's right. I said, girl, that's the one that you trust. See, we come over here because, we're looking to try new things or whatever. It may not be the bargain that it is, but we come over here. But anytime we have the name brands in these particular outlets, that's what we go with, okay? Because we trust the quality. But what say you, like this, let's take the Shaq thing in the shoes. To see someone, in a lesser store or whatever, does that mean anything? Does that talk to your spirit about the quality of the brand or whatever? What does that mean to you? Okay. I don't see why folks trip on that a lot, because I'm trying to understand, and I'm trying to understand why is that a problem when it shouldn't be. It need not be. Okay. Or are we so busy trying to keep up with the Joneses to say I got, it was just that way. How many of y'all still shop at Value City? Okay, for those of y'all who are in Michigan, I don't know how many other places Value City is in. The Value City clothing store, now I know some of us have Value Cities that are secondhand stores. I'm talking about the clothing store that is the competition to the Marshalls and Rosses. Okay. How many of y'all knew that Value City was the discount store to J.C. Penney's and Saks, I believe? Okay, did y'all know that? I have taken all the like the discontinued stuff or their discounted clothing and created a whole nother brand. So they would put it over here under Value City and not necessarily put over there at JCPenney because they knew folks, JCPenney was a store that a lot of folks was not regularly shopping. You really had to be in a middle class, household in order to shop at a JCPenney's or Bloomingdale's or Macy's, in that kind of department store. So Value City was the subsidiary of JCPenney's. So in going there and saying that, even telling folks, oh, this is a JCPenney store, it still did not register to folks because they're like, oh no, this is still Value City. How many of y'all here's where it is. Y'all would rather go to the outlet store. Say y'all go to the Gucci because there it is still the outlet store, okay, of the brand. But when you go to the outlet store, most of the stuff in the outlet store are about to be discontinued, last items and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The previous year's stuff and this, that, and the other. So you're still getting it. You just don't, it's just not the newest thing that's at the premium store. So why is it that we turn our nose up at that? That's always been something that I wanted to ask because I'm like, wow, how do we get caught up in that? How do we get caught up in the minutia of all of that when it means nothing? It really doesn't mean anything. Okay. So very interesting, right? Very, 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 very interesting. But as far as branding, okay, let's flip the tables. How many of you guys are really into branding yourselves, branding who you are? Do you realize that your sense of style is your brand? Because folks identify as you. They know that they're going to see you X, Y, and Z. Like most of the time, everybody know they're starting to know me because I would like to wear the short brim fedoras. What do they call them? Because there's a name for that. Those short brim fedoras have another name. And I can't think of what it is. Wait a minute, let me look it up. Because I don't see the research department here. Short brim fedoras. What are they called? It's another name that they have. And I can't think of the name. Okay, what is a short brim fedora called? That's not the name that I know. They call it the trilby. You often see the trilby called a short brim fedora. Okay. So that must be a whole separate hat. Okay. The trilby. That's not the name that I know. That's not the name that I know. No, that's not the name that I know, honey. I thought it started with an S. Okay, they said what the difference is. The difference between the fedora and the trilby is that the fedora has a 2 to 3 inch brim, while trilbies often have 2 inches or less of a brim. Okay. But that's not the name that I knew. That's not the name that's ringing with me. It was another name that I thought it started with an S. I thought it started with an S. And that's not it either. They're talking about stingy. That ain't it. That ain't the word. That's not it. That's not the one that's ringing with me. Anywho, okay. I'm trying to think of the name, because what my point that I'm making is, a lot of folks know me because, I wear my hat, especially now that I'm over 50. I don't know, what is this when we get over, become a certain age, we start to then want to wear these hats and the 2-piece suits. You can always tell the old school cats, right? Because all of us start to dress alike and look alike, like our parents, and carrying on. But the suits are cute. The little 2-piece outfits, they are the tea. Okay. They are the tea. But nonetheless, when you're thinking about branding yourself, honey, how do you want to show up to the world? How do you want the world to see you? How do you want the world to speak of you? How are you representing everything there is about you? Because there's a tie. Everything that you do has to be on brand. Is what you breathe, is what you live, is who you are. Like, I'm dishing tea, so everything that I do, as far as the brand is concerned, it's all about the tea, honey. That's why the fragrance line is called Sensuality, okay? Because it's the tea, okay? And then we have some other things coming along the line, like the radio show is WTEA, what's tea? Okay, still the radio station is along the brand, okay, of tea, right? And so hopefully, like Tabitha got her product or whatever, I would love to come up with my own tea blend. I was working on that at one point, because I do some stuff at home, and I would get some herbs and stuff together, and I would concoct my own teas, right? Just because of the flavor, not necessarily to do anything, but I would concoct my own teas. And even now, like, I would take different tea bags and I would blend the tea, just so that I can spruce some things up and to have my own flavor and this, that, and the other. But remember how Oprah did that when she went to was it Starbucks or whatever, and she created her little tea, and all the money for that was going to fund something or whatever. I would love to do that, as a brand, and have all of you guys who support me, whatever, how to support the tea, just go buy the tea, and have our own little tea mugs and things, and all of it. You know what I'm saying? Have teaspoons. Okay. So that it can heighten what it is that we do. One of the things about tea, and I'm talking drinking tea, is that, of course, with everything, there's a breakfast tea, there's a lot more heartier, to wake you up, kind of like how folks do with coffee. You have your lunch tea, a little light and airy, you got a dessert tea for after dinner. Those are usually the sweeter teas and the flavorful ones, like your French vanilla and your cappuccino, whatever, or, your chocolate dessert. You can tell because it has the sweetness in it. And, all the yummy, 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 yummy flavors. They just unwind, just unwind to a nice herbal tea or whatever, Those are the things I would love to sit down there and to have that, my own brand, honey. Big Meech. Okay, dishing tea, honey. Okay. So that is, I'm inspired by that, y'all. What say you? Okay, what say you? Okay. Wait a minute, let me go to the comments, because Groove, you are talking, girl. You are talking to me. What you say? The salmon hoagie and the kale and habanero sauce was delicious. Oh, that's what you had, baby? Okay. I have the other half of the sandwich in the refrigerator, and now I'm working on my next Eat Grew with Love show. Okay. Ooh, cran grape. That does sound good. Okay. Trust me, it is. When it's cold, oh. Okay, the Palmolive is thicker. That's why I like it. Shoes, I don't care as long as they are comfortable. Okay, for the shoes, okay. I miss damn JVC speakers and boom boxes. They had more bass and they had an equalizer. Okay. And you say brands. It depends on if the quality matches the brand. Clothes, I'd rather shop at thrift stores. I don't believe in ridiculous prices for clothes. I feel you on that. Okay, I feel you on that. Because here, for those who are on the budget and those who are creative with their fashions, they go to a secondhand store, honey, pick out an outfit, honey, add a couple of accessories, bitch, and it's over. You know, because gently used stuff, hey, it was as long as it's still in good condition. Just because I can't wear it anymore, honey, no, I want you to live with it, honey. Get into it, because it was sickening when I had it. So, honey, let me see what you can do with it, So yeah, that there is everything. I love all that. But now, let's move over into here because I want you guys. I'm gonna tie these things together. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm a delete tab video. These girls out of here because they keep adding up in here. When I try to get most stuff, I got to delete them anyway because I run out of space. Haha. Okay. Let's go here. I said I was going to put all this together. But hold on. No, let's go here because I want to go here first because this is just on my heart.
Every month, a boat sails from Fisherman's Wharf to the Golden Gate Bridge with an unusual cargo. These are the remains of San Francisco's unclaimed dead, and this is their funeral. They are the city's poor and forgotten. Most died from drug overdoses in their apartments or on sidewalks. As young as 23 and as old as 82, men and women, white and black, Latino and Asian, all of them were San Franciscans. By law, the city has to wait 1 year and a month for someone to claim the remains. If no one does, Reuben Houston, the owner of Colma Cremation and Funeral Services, and his assistant, Johnny Rangel, do their best to give them dignity in death. As Captain Brent McLean stops the boat near Kirby Cove in Marin, Houston scatters flower petals, says a short prayer, and commits the ashes to the sea as gentle music plays in the background.
I know that's heavy. But when I came across this, it spoke to me because so often we have a number of people who we just ignore, we walk by, we treat them as though they are invisible, right? And this is beyond race because, Black folks have been dealing with that forever. Hispanic folks have been dealing with that forever because many folks think that they're just here illegally and blah, 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 blah. Asian folks have been dealing with that, not necessarily forever, but they've got a brand new taste of it during COVID and the lockdown because of great old number 45 keeps saying that the disease came from China and it put a lot of them folks in harm's way. But when we walk through life and we don't pay attention to those who are the least of us, how is it that we say we love God all the time? We're such a Christian nation and I can do no wrong. I'm a good person. How do we say all of those things and yet we do not show compassion for those who are in the gutter and carrying on. Now, this is not saying that you're going to do it every day. Okay, but there should be something about you that reaches out some way, whether you say a prayer, whether you, Lord, that don't make no sense. Because I'm just one person, I can't solve it. You know, I could do what I can, but I can't solve it. Okay. Having said that, those people, and y'all heard the story, the man said they have to wait a year before someone comes to claim the body, or claim the remains. And then after that time, they take and go out into the war. Okay. Now, note, he says they do that every day at a certain time. Could you imagine the number of bodies that is, to where every day you're taking someone to give them a proper burial, and the process is they have to wait a year before they could do that, before anyone comes to claim the body. But yet every day they are going out there having a funeral. And this here is something that this man is doing on his own. Now, he has only one crematorium. Catch that. He has only one crematorium. At least according to the story. I don't know if he's doing this with others across, where they live or whatever, if this is an ongoing thing, or if everybody just bring their unclaimed over. He just does that. We don't know, because that's just part of the story. But look at that. See, y'all hear me say this all the time. What did you do with your dash? That dash that's on the obituary, that's after your birthday and just before your end date. What did you do with your dash, sugar? Huh? What kind of impact did you have in this world, to where folks don't even want to claim you anymore? They don't give a shit about you. They don't care. You understand? And as the man said, many of them, they were drug addicts and things. They lost their battle with drugs and overdosed and this, that, and that. Just, found in some of the most horrible conditions. And yet, I understand the struggles of dealing with someone who's on drugs or whatever, because I got family members and friends and stuff. And yeah, it was something. It is always something. It is very heart-wrenching, especially when they live with me. I had a cousin of mine who was living with me, who became addicted to crack cocaine and carried on. And I woke up with him going through my purse, stealing my bus tickets and shit. Okay. So I will never forget that. But nonetheless, watching him do that, and now, he's got his life back on track and this, that, and the other, which is good. But we just turn our nose up to folks when we don't know them. We walk them in the streets all the time. We see them in the streets. If they're begging for coins, what's the first thing you say? Go get a job. And we ain't paid attention that is the job. Okay, we have not paid attention that is the job. They make more money out there, just folks giving them random money and carrying on, than they will make on a job in a week. You understand? So oftentimes, some of it is a hustle, some of it is feeding the addiction or whatever, but we have gotten to the point in society where we just turn our noses up and like, fuck them. They ain't got it like I got it, and carrying on. They dirty, they smelly, they this, they that. But we don't look at it. We don't look beyond that. And then to hear that folks like that pass on and nobody come and claim the body. Nobody. You understand? Oftentimes, they're dealing with John Does, John and Jane Does, which means they don't have any form of identification. They don't know who they are. Okay, so they can't tell you who they are. Okay, so you got umpteen Jane Doe 16, Jane Doe 247, John Doe 1600. You know what I'm saying? It just the thought of no one caring enough to come and claim you. But okay, now and let's be fair, because there are those who ran away from their hometowns and no one know where to look for them. So they would not know. If I'm in Detroit, I'm from Detroit or whatever, nobody would have known to come and look for me in uh Idaho somewhere, because that's not my hometown. You see what I'm saying? So the search, and you didn't want to be bothered, you didn't want anybody to find you, you left no contact information. You know, those kind of things, it becomes wear and tear on both. On both, because imagine being someone who is ignored. Huh? Imagine that. Imagine you are someone who folks just walk by you on a regular basis, don't say hi, don't, you know, you want to get clean, but won't nobody let you in their restaurant, not the restaurant, even that too. But nobody will let you in their establishment so you can at least take a shower or something. They want to make you, they want to charge you and this, that, and the other. You know, we that's emotional for me, because it's when I was homeless in New York and doing what I needed to do to make it to get over and survive and carry it on, right? To think about what it was, uh to think about what it was to go to the shelter, to go to the soup kitchens, you know, um, all of that. You know what I'm saying? What was that? What was that? And though I kept myself in a certain way, because I know for me that was going to be temporary and things, I just didn't know why I had to go through it at the time, but I got it now. But at the time, you know, seeing the others and not knowing what that was, you know, where folks didn't want to be bothered with you and carrying on. You know, I wanted to make sure that I looked presentable at all times, trying to get a job. But because I had my bags, they knew I was homeless and they wouldn't hire me, which was dumb. I mean, how? If I'm trying to get the damn job, of course, that doesn't make sense. But I don't know. I don't know what was in their mindsets. Okay, it doesn't make sense. But when everyone who's human, every human being wants to be loved, wants to be acknowledged, wants to be seen, want to know that they are in this world and they make a difference somewhere. They've touched a life somewhere. And anytime we take that basic right from humanity, honey, then all of us are to blame. That's just horrible. But to think that this man comes out here on his boat and take those ashes and gently pour them. Now, he just dumped the bag. He gently poured that out and going with the current, okay, to give him a proper burial amongst the water, you know, with soft music playing. Now, how about that? That's the part that got me. I was like, oh, did he play? That was a pretty piece of music. But at the same time, it's like, really? This is what we come to. Wow. Wow. So I just encourage you, honey, make sure that you do something with your dash. Make sure that you do something in this world to where folks will want to be bothered. Folks will miss you when you're gone. Folks will have no choice but to miss you. If we could stay there, I guarantee, honey, that's part of how we can build a better world, build a safer world, build a community that understands, understands, overstands, understands that we are all connected. Okay, that just touched me. Okay, that just touched me. Hey, hey, How you doing, baby? Thanks for coming up in here. EJ, what you know no good? Okay, you say you back. Where you been, honey? Where you been? Spread the love, accomplish dreams, give in a little, or big ways if you can. Exactly. I never understood the man who intentionally wanted nothing. I don't know if it's a flaw in me. I just never understood that God created everyone for some purpose. Indeed. Okay. My friend, blind and homeless for 3 years, struggling with drugs and refused his responsibilities, and I don't know. You know what? Sometimes folks give up on life. A lot of people give up because they don't see a way out. So they just give up and succumb to whatever that is. You know, and when you can't talk them into seeing the light, then you have to back up and let them search for it for themselves and give them that space, because remember, that's their life. They can do with it whatever they want. That is such a hard pill to swallow. That is such a hard pill to swallow. Is that we have to give everyone the dignity to live their life the way they see fit, whether you agree with it or not. Now, how about that? Whether you agree with it or not, you have to let everybody have their own lives. Okay? As long as they don't end up hurting others. Because if they want to hurt themselves, that's fine. I have nothing to do with that. If you want to hurt yourself, honey, girl, bye. Because my words are not going to stop you from doing it, but you're not going to take that out on anybody else. Okay? At the same time, you know, building a community around folks like this and saying, hey, we're here, you know, wanting to go through some exercises, you know, making sure you're together, making sure that we show you how we love you, making sure that we accept you for where you are. And that's the other thing. That's hard to do. When you want to accept somebody for who they are, but they doing that shit that you don't know, that you know you don't want to be bothered with, that you know is detrimental, that you know has no positive outcome, you know. And so it becomes terribly, 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 terribly insane and so much of a problem, because we want the best for them. And y'all heard me say this on this show plenty times, to say the P word, which is potential. I see so much potential in you, but if they don't see it, honey, they don't get it. They do not get it. And it's sad. Oh, it's very sad. That's sad. Okay. That is sad. Very. But all right, let's move on to the next story, child. Okay. Well, hold on a minute. Where are they?
Hey, this is Nikki Gilbert Daniels from Brownstone, and I am dishing tea with Big Meat. I love y'all. Congratulations on your anniversary, and continue to dish that tea, baby.
Hey, this is Roderick Dante, and I'm dishing tea with Big Meat.
Hey, this is Margot Thunder, and I'd like to say happy 15th anniversary, dishing the tea with Big Meech. I'm a little bitty woman, and I sure know how to please my man. Congratulations.
Hey, my name is Eric Coker, the writer and director of Good Poison, and I'm dishing the tea with Big Meats, my long-term friend and ally. Happy anniversary, my brother. I love you, man.
Honey, what's the tea, child? This is T.S. Madison, and I am dishing the tea with Big Meats. Oh, yes, baby. The platform has turned 15 years old, and the doll is still here, dishing the tea with Big Meats. Honey, hi, yada bo shata. Big love from T.S. Madison. Bagger.
Bagger. That's my sister, honey. Oh, yes. I got to get my ticket to go see her too. Oh, because August 14th is the last day of their residency at the City Winery here in Atlanta. And I told myself either I'm going to go to the first show or I'm going to go to the last show. And I'm going to go to the last one, honey. Okay. So we're going to go up in there. I think I'm going to wear my pumps for real, honey. So I can be tiptoeing in my heels, honey, when I go up in there. Tiptoeing in my heels. Okay. Okay, we get rid of that video because I just played that one. Now let's go here because oh no, I just did something heavy. Let's do something real cute. Let's go here. Don't you just love that? Don't you just love that? Although, when I first saw that, I was watching my boys over there with 3M or M3. Am I saying it right? Their platform. And they played that, and someone pointed out, there's like, oh, is that kind of creepy, honey? That they're looking like they're trying to make out with each other, and I would love to see something like that of my old self, my former looks from my days of being a kid to my high school days or whatever, and just see the progression of that. How would you like to do that with technology and stuff, to see your younger self talking to your older self or whatever, and you're still embracing you're still loving all of you. You get to see where you came from, and get to see it in real time, I guess, with how you looked and how you morphed into being you and this, that, and the other. I think if I do that, I may have to do like my pictures morphing, into everything that, that's cute. That there is cute, honey. Real cute. Okay. What you say right here? The hardest thing for me to accept, Greg took his life. I don't know how to pin my mouth. I don't know whether or not I could have changed my mind or changed his mind. Exactly. Okay, wait a minute, I missed this one. This was the front end. Everybody must touch somebody with love. That's why what we're here for, even if we can be a jackass. Okay. Okay, stay that groove ready. Hard to talk to him about God because religious people ruined it for him. But I think he knew God in his own way because of some of the talks we've had. Okay, and that's fine. See, one of the things that is one of the successful keys of life is learning to accept everybody for who they are, where they are in their life at that moment, and to allow them to be them. You know what I'm saying? My best friend and I, we're going through something right now, and I've come to the decision. Yes, I've come to the decision to where when I go home or whatever, if we don't talk or whatever, he doesn't put me on his priority list to come talk, then that means he doesn't want to. Okay. That would mean he doesn't want to. And I've become okay with that. Because, he's 56. He just turned 56. I'm 54. So is it that time in life where we part? Who knows? I don't. but that's my sister. Okay, that's gonna always be my sister, and I'm not going anywhere before God say so. So, would it hurt my feelings? Of course it will, child. But at the same time, honey, I wouldn't fault him either because, there's some changes that have happened with over our lives or whatever. And hey, perhaps he set the reset button, and it's okay. It is entirely okay. Now, had this been 10 years ago, bitch, I'll be a mess. I would totally be a mess. But accepting people for where they are, who they are, and how they are at the moment, because those things can change. The nuances in character flaws or whatever can change, but they got to be willing to do it. Okay, they've got to be willing to make that change. Okay. But you know what? That's interesting that this is the kind of conversation that came out of that particular video. I can get deep, y'all. Y'all know I can. Y'all know I can. Okay. But staying in that deepness, let's go here.
I was pregnant 7 months, and the baby died inside of me. This happens to a lot of ladies now that I know of what happened to me. It was a very hard thing to get over because in those days there were no abortions allowed, whether you were ill or whether you were raped or whether the child died, which is disgusting to think that there is those laws. So I had to carry the child full term. Knowing it was dead. That was the law. It didn't matter. It had to abort itself. It could not be taken from me. It's insane to think that really could be.
And you said you would go to parties and people would say to you,
"How's the baby? What name are you going to name the baby?" And then when finally the child, they couldn't leave it anymore because now the child is in the sack. But of course, finally, after so much time, all the poisons and everything would have killed me. So they finally agreed, some board, imagine, that they would try to take this child out. But at this point now, it was more dangerous than ever. So I lived through that. It took over a year to get rid of the poisons that they put in me and all this junk to take this child out. Now, I waited a number of months, and I was lucky enough to get pregnant again. And the same thing happened to me. The second baby dies, just like that, again, for no reason at all. And this time I said, I don't want to know from Congress. I don't want to know from any of you. You are taking this baby now because I don't want to go through what I had to go through before. And they did. And the law was still in existence that couldn't be, but because of knowing that they almost allowed me to die because of that silly law, why they were able to abort the child.
You know the saying, those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. We're living in the repeat. Over a third of our country is under some sort of abortion ban, and many of those states would allow for exactly that scenario to occur. States like Texas or Idaho, who's literally suing to not have to treat women in emergency situations. And we can't ignore the fact that that was a woman who was rich and famous. Most people aren't going to get the care she got. She had 2 children when this all happened. Had she not been who she was, she probably wouldn't have lived to see them grow up. We are moving back in time and ensuring that pregnancy becomes more and more of a death sentence every single day.
Isn't that horrific? Isn't that horrific? Isn't that horrific? To realize that because of the law, they couldn't take the baby, even though the baby was stillborn. But they would not induce labor or whatever, or go and get the baby. They made her carry that baby for the rest of the term, however she was. What she said, she was in her 3rd trimester, wherever she was. They made her carry the child until the 9 months. Ridiculously insane. ridiculously insane. Okay. And like as the lady said in the piece, and this one got money. Debbie Reynolds, honey, y'all know Debbie Reynolds, honey. That's the unsinkable Molly Brown, honey, from the Titanic. She played her. Okay. Yes. Dancing with the children back in the day, honey. Okay. Uh so she had money. She is the mother of Carrie Fisher. For those of our Star Trekkers out there, honey. Carrie Fisher, I remember Princess Leia. Okay, with the cinnamon bun ears. Okay. That's her mother. Okay. And wow, that happened to her. And could you imagine? Can you imagine what you say? This link is about abortion and entrapment. This link I just said fixes the abortion laws. Okay. Well, I don't know where the links are. They didn't show up here. They're probably in the text. So y'all have to. He's on YouTube, y'all. But nonetheless, in this administration, we do have protections. We, except for the Roe v. Wade vote decision that came out. I got lost in thought right there. Oh, because it's the audacity and the nerve of men telling a woman what she can and cannot do with her body, and we're so busy there to where no one has made any kind of concessions for the man in this. See, we understand the woman, but if you're trying to do something that's going to protect the man's interest for his child, we have not even sat down at the table to have women sit down there and to be included in that discussion. How are you going to tell a woman what to do with her body? That is her body. I'm still perplexed with that. And see and the reason why I'm perplexed is because we have not sat down and had the real conversation about men in the United States either welcome being able to tell women to do all over again, or you're doing it now because you done found sneaky little alternative ways of doing it. It's just frustrating, and I'm trying to be a little bit more articulate, but I keep going up to that brick wall because it's like, what is it that has to be said for you to get up off a woman's body? And I think I've said this before. Part of what this is that many folks want to chastise those who use abortion as birth control. You want to chastise those who do not know how to make good decisions with their bodies and carrying on. They're getting pregnant and continue to get pregnant and keep on getting pregnant without wanting to take precautions, without using condoms, whatever that is. So in that particular case, I can understand, okay, the wanting to, not to say that it's right, but I get it, okay. But oh, that's working me. That's working me. And so are these allergies, child. These allergies, the light, I got to keep closing my eyes when I'm on this computer because it seems as though it's a little too bright. And if I keep my eyes closed too long, honey, I know me, I'm going to nod it out because my eyes are tired. And I keep rubbing this one because it is itching like crazy. But they tell you don't rub it because you'll infect your eye. Well, child, listen, Y'all got to tell us how to a better way of handling this. Okay. Let's make sure this girl ain't red. Okay. She getting there though. But now, getting back to all of this, let's look at they played that on Twitter because that there, y'all say Debbie and Joan were together. You know, they both have passed on. I think that was somewhere in 97, 98 when that was done. And you see where we are now. Okay, not even a whole 50 years into this thing now. And this now is just becoming a bunch of bullshit talk and bullshit rhetoric. You know, and it feels like y'all having internal political fights. Okay. I'm having an issue. I'm having an issue. Pull up the link for a discussion. What the hell? EJ, now don't you okay, now look here, don't you start no damn mess, because you know you go out there to the damn stratosphere at times, boy. Shit. I don't feel like dealing with all these goddamn theories right now, because most of the people who have these outlandish theories, they haven't even proved them themselves. They just talking to hear themselves talk. Oh, child, wait a minute. Is you talking on this?
A lot of people, they be on here for like 4 hours talking or playing.
Okay, wait a minute. That is 14 minutes long. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to listen to that later. I thought this was something quick. You said it was just a link. Put this link over there where you typing that so other folks can get to it as well. Okay. Have mercy. Okay. But no, that's it. So put the link here where you are. Put it there so that everybody can get that link. And it's good that you're starting to record your own stuff. That's good. The link doesn't show up in live chat. It should. Wait a minute. Hold on. Because I'm going to have to go and do it like this. Where did you send it? You said you sent it to me where? Ooh. These damn allergies, honey. Okay. You sent it where? Let's find out. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Demetrius, hold on. You're doing this all the way wrong. You're doing this all the way damn wrong, child. I forgot. I got my phone right here, right? So what we can do is this, that, copy, and then I will go to my Facebook page here, and we'll put this in the live right now. Ooh. Okay. We will put this down here. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let me turn my volume down so I'll be hearing myself talking on this thing when I'm trying to post that there. Okay. Ooh. I swear these damn allergies, honey. Okay. So that there is that. Now, I got it there. So let me do this. Oh. Yeah, I know, honey. These damn allergies are trying to give me the blues. Okay. So now I'm gonna come out of that and then go back over here. Okay, let me go here so that I can get it from here. Oh, shit. Oh, have y'all ever had your eyelids itch? It's one thing when your eyeball is itching and you rub it, but your eyelid itch, right where your hairs are, your eyelashes. Oh, that ain't cute. That lets me know I'm doing too much. I'm rubbing too much. Now, okay. I'm almost there, y'all, to where we're finna get to do this thing here. So, ow. Okay, I'm almost there. Hold on. Thank you. Now, I want to take this copy link address. Thank you. Now, bring it over here to the StreamYard platform, and I will do it there. And send. All right. Oh, did this thing break up into two pieces? Oh, no, that's fucked up. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. The link, okay, it ain't gonna play like that because it done broke up into two pieces. Oh, hateful. You know what? This damn thing hateful as hell. Hateful as hell. This is what we need to do. Let me, come on, shit. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We want to share this. Copy. Okay. Now we're going to redo this, child. Okay, over here in the space. So for those of y'all who are on YouTube and some of the other sites, okay, we put the link here. And let's see what that does. Now, if it break up in two pieces again, that means that whatever you did with taping this thing, honey, and putting it up here, it should, because this is supposed to be a regular YouTube link, honey. It shouldn't be all this goddamn long to where it take up 2 pages. And it still did. No, it didn't. Okay, there it is. Right, there we go. There we go. Shit, ain't supposed to have all this damn thing. No, I didn't learn something new. Damn it, shit. I've always known how to click this. Hell. Yeah, there we go. All right, y'all. Put that link over there. All this shit now, EJ, you better be talking some serious shit over there now. Got me fighting with this damn thing, trying to make sure this link is doing right. Hell, didn't even do right. Gonna sit up there and split that link up like that in 2 different places. No, can't nobody click it. Anywho, all of that about what's going on in our political arenas. Okay, with the overturning of Roe v. Wade and carrying on. And folks, I don't know why. I'm still not understanding why folks feel as though they want to support Donald Trump, but that's their prerogative, okay? I'm trying to make it make sense. No one has given me anything about this that's going to make sense. They give me all of the emotional things about Sleepy Joe. Y'all want to talk about, okay. But it's all emotional. Nobody has said anything concrete, anything of substance. You know, it's all emotional theories. This man, honey, has set up there. His record has been proven that he's a goddamn fool or a maniacal genius. Okay? Everything that he has done, well, not everything. I won't say everything that he's done. But while he was in office the first time, this child did not sit down here and give us the best presidency. He couldn't have, because shit, all his cabinet, he kept firing. Either he fired folks or folks sat up there and left him because he was goddamn neurotic. He did not know how to have public speeches and debates to tell us which way the country was going into. He always told us, believe me, trust me, believe me. And this shit wasn't working. The wall ain't up. You did not get Mexico to pay for that goddamn wall that you're trying to blame Biden for. This, not that you did that, mister. And so now here we are. You know, put these folks, this conservative, quote unquote, people on the Supreme Court, and they have lost their minds, all in the name of party. This ain't no goddamn law. This is all in the name of party. Okay? We've got schools putting in their laws and in their establishment. Where was this? Is it it's not Minnesota, it's down south somewhere. I think was it Mississippi? Or was it Louisiana? Where the school board sat up there and told them folks that they're gonna put a Bible in every classroom, and the teacher got to teach from the Bible as a history lesson. Y'all codified that and put that into your new bylaws. That doesn't make sense. That does not make any sense. Because that means you're throwing away everything that we say separation of church and state. You're throwing everything away when we say folks have the right to have religious freedoms, but you're teaching Christianity. That does nothing for everybody else who's non-Christian. Nothing. So now you're trying to indoctrinate. Now, how about that? We think that because it's the Bible and it's Christianity, that it's okay to push that on folks because your soul got to be saved. But even in the harshness of that, have y'all heard yourselves when y'all talk that kind of jazz? Because not even Jesus did that. Jesus, according to how y'all taught it, Jesus didn't even force himself on anybody. He just said, pick up and follow me. That's all he said. Pick up and follow me. There was a few folks he said, put that down and follow me. Let that be and come with me. Everybody else, he just said, follow me. Follow me. Everybody else is sitting up there trying to make folks do this and make folks do that and understand this and Jesus is your Lord and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And that's the very same thing that the settlers was running for. So y'all taught us that they were running for religious freedom to get away from the queen and all that kind of jazz. This is what y'all taught us in school. Lies, but that's what y'all taught us. And yet now here we are at a stage to where you want to throw religion and stuff up in here to force it down everybody's throat to be Christian in this country, and then sit up there and want to tell a woman what she can and cannot do with her body. As if she's property, like back in the day when women they couldn't have brains because no, they're just here to be our concubines and the mother of our seed so that my lineage can go on. That's it. Oh, you're here to entertain the other folks. So we done turned y'all into whores and librarians. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I just say okay. Yeah. But let's go here.
Look, I was trying to be nice and try to call y'all in rather than calling y'all out, but I'm sick of y'all motherfucking asses. Look, I'm tired of the fucking rumors of this former speaker said this, or this leader said this, or this person of the... I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you something. Y'all want to replace Joe Biden. Why? Because y'all never said a motherfucking name of why he or who will be able to replace Joe Biden, because polling says there's only 2 motherfuckers that could beat Donald Trump. And it's Biden and it's Harris. Now, 2 motherfuckers are on the goddamn ticket together. So we already have a fucking package deal. But my question is it that you don't think Joe Biden has the ability to lead for the next 4 years? Or are you concerned about his predecessor being a black woman? Tell the motherfucking truth. And number 2, it says I want to be like motherfucking Biden. Number 2, bitch, my question is, if we do replace Biden with somebody else, what fucking ramifications are we gonna have on the legal side when they challenge this shit in court? When we change the fucking ballot this late in the fucking game, what are we going to do? Because this problem is, if they contest it, even if we win, if they contest it and we change the ballot, it could potentially go to the Supreme Court. This is not me saying it. This is a fucking leaker scholar by the name of Alicia Hughes, who was a fucking professor at Emory Law. So my question is, if it ends up on the Supreme Court's desk, if it brings it to the fucking floor in the Supreme Court, what the fuck are we gonna do? I'm supposed to put my faith in the fucking Supreme Court that overturned Roe v. Wade when they said they wouldn't and did it any fucking way? The same Supreme Court that overturned affirmative action? The same fucking Supreme Court that gave the fucking president immunity? Meaning he's above the fucking law? The same fucking Supreme Court that literally just made it illegal to be fucking homeless. I'm supposed to put my faith in that fucking Supreme Court? Are you fucking kidding me? Y'all want to play Russian roulette with my motherfucking rights and my fucking life? Fuck every last one of y'all elected fucking officials.
Mic drop. Mic drop. Okay. I feel the exact same way, if not a little bit more passionate about it, because it's like, where is our democracy? Why is it that no one is challenging that? No one is challenging that we're losing democracy, because they feel that 45 is going to restore it. No. And it's sad. Just sad. Did you watch the RNC? Hell no. I did not. And I usually try to keep up with both of them, but I did not want to hear nothing out of the Republicans' mouths this term. And had it been a different candidate, I probably would have, so I could see what their fighting points are. This is Donald Trump. That's the running candidate. I don't need to hear shit else about how they support him, and I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear it, because many of them have succumbed to the lie that he's given. You know, we looking for the entertainment purposes in it. We looking to see who he gonna call out. We looking to see how he gonna stamp up and call Joe all kinds of names. We looking to see that. And okay, I just say okay. Hulk Hogan screwed over his son. Where in the hell did that come from? How did he screw over his son? Let's go here. Let me go. Where am I? Okay. Did that. Oh, you know what? I want to do this. I've been holding on to this for a long time, and I didn't want to release it just yet. Listen to this.
Do you guys know the number one outcome or the number one indicator for how children grow up to thrive, whether or not they actually do?
I thought it was the daddy in the house.
Absolutely not.
What's
Believe
that?
it or not, it is the quality of their mother's happiness.
Wow.
Damn.
The quality of their mother's happiness is the number one indicator as to whether or not a child will grow up to thrive. Because if you have a depressed mother, if you have an anxious mother, if you have a mother with post-traumatic stress disorder who is having to disconnect from her own body, she cannot show up to nurture you. She cannot show up to support you. She cannot fully step into that space. And what she will teach you about being in relationships with other people, whether you can trust them, whether you can trust yourself, whether you can actually be committed and connected to somebody and know that they will reciprocate that to you in a healthy way. She teaches you that not through her words, but through her actions. And so what I will say to you, sis, is that you have to decide for yourself how you want your children not to just grow up in your house, but to grow up in this world. Because you are teaching them that right now through how you are living your life and showing them how life is supposed to be in this roof with this man.
How about that? How about that? I like how she put that way. Now, this is something we've been saying for a long time. As far as children are like sponges, and so they're going to soak up information. Okay. They're like little computers always wanting input. Okay. What was that Johnny Five, honey, from Short Circuit? Input. You know, thirsting and feeding off of knowledge and understanding and just in all life's curiosities, you know, putting this stuff together. And I wouldn't necessarily call that a secret, because if in the traditional household, the mother is the nurturer, you know, to pull the children together and to bring this stuff together, then it serves right that, you know, hell, the whole adage, happy life, happy wife. If she's unhappy, then everything around the household is going to be unhappy, because it's not done in love. Okay. It's not done in love. Hold on for a minute. EJ, you said what? I don't agree with her about the mother thing. She said she's only saying what the science has shown, what the studies are saying. And you could agree with her or not, but right there, she's just saying the studies have shown that that's what that is about the mother. But here's where this is, though. Now, I agree with her to a point, because after so long, okay, depending on the age of the child, and then happiness comes from them, or at least supporting it and understanding what it's supposed to mean. I know when I was younger, Mama used to do all that kind of baking and carrying on, and we used to do the did y'all do the peanut butter Cheerio treats that was on the back of the box and thing? Mama made those. Mama made some homemade Rice Krispie treats, and Mama would get into her baking, and she would do pies and stuff, you know, because my grandmother taught her how to do that kind of stuff. So it didn't matter in my household. Okay. But I get how she says that if the mother isn't happy, you know, what genuinely happy, not that superficial stuff, but if she's not happy, then yes, she's going to protrude that on over to the children, because that's what they see. That's what they glean from. That's what they understand. That's what they know. Okay, they learning that from that. So if Mama doing it, and this is how it's supposed to be done, then that's what kids do. Look at the amount of people to where you got generations upon generations upon generations upon generations who living off of welfare. Why? Because I saw my mama get it. I was just waiting to turn 18 so I could get my own voucher. So, okay, right there. Y'all see me drift like that? That's because I got into something and my head is going. So, on that note, I had a couple more stories, but I'm gonna save those for later, honey, because I don't like that. That was a real drift right there. And I see. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's a secret. I told y'all I'm having a problem with my allergies, so I keep closing my eyes because of these damn lights I can't on, right? And then my eyes are itching. And y'all been saying that all night. I told y'all if I close my eyes too long, I end up drifting. Well, a lot of times I'm daydreaming. I got pictures in my head, and sometimes you will hear me talk gibberish or saying something out of the ordinary because I'm responding to the pictures that I'm seeing in my head. Chat. Ridiculous. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you guys go and let me get comfortable and carry on because no, that was not cute. And I got to say, I want to just do this with my eyes. Oh, shit. I didn't bring my eye roller. Y'all know those little rollers, those face rollers? I got one of those and I rolled my face with it and carried on. It's such a like y'all see me doing on the show. And but right now, let me get up off of here because there was a drift, honey. I felt all that. I jerked to get myself back in place, honey. That ain't cute. Not cute. So, again, for those of you who are here, I'm gonna put this over there in my on a few other pages. For those of you who are here in Atlanta, we're going to tomorrow night's show, the 9:30 show, to go see Frank Monroe at Uptown Comedy over in Hateville. Y'all come over there, have a good time with us, honey. Y'all know Miss Flame, honey. Honey, she wasn't giving a good sense, child, that God gave a caterpillar. That girl is funny as hell. Okay. But y'all come on out there and see us there because I'm going to be there. And she bought fans for y'all to buy fans, honey. The he, she, we fans and all that. She said she got some. So that's going to be lovely. So with that in mind, let me get myself together and in order. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, honey. If you love me like you do, honey, tell all your family, your friends, and your loved ones, honey, your good Judies, your bad pieces of both trade and all that. Tell them to come over here to like, subscribe, and to share. But if you hate me, if you feel I'm doing too much, if you didn't like the fact that I just told y'all I dozed off so that you can't go telling that bitch fell asleep, no, that was a doze, honey, because I'm trying to keep it together. Fuck you. You can tell all of your enemies, honey, to come over here to like, subscribe, and to share. Because everything, honey, everything that we're doing over here, everything that we are doing over here at Three the Hard Way, honey, will move forward in any way, shape, style, form, or fashion. And my eyes are hurting now. That's it. I had to close my eyes. I'm talking. That's because this light is too bright. I got to come up. Well, no, it's not that it's bright. It's just that my allergies are just letting me have it. And they're not itching real bad. I got eye drops, but okay, I'm rambling. Let me get up out of here. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm not going to sing out, honey, because it's going to tear up everything. And I just want to get some relief in my damn face, child. And I'm slightly hungry again, too. I just ate, but I got hungry yet again. Ugh. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Ciao.